Middle school, the worst years of my life. Chapters 35, 36, and 37. Chapter 35, Miller Strikes Again. If you've been reading carefully, you probably noticed a kind of pattern in my life. Just when things seemed to be going okay, blah, blah, blah. So there I was at my locker feeling pretty good about how the day had gone and getting ready to go home. I had half my stuff in my backpack and the other half in my hand when I turned around, right into a big pile of Miller. In the future, when it's possible to have extra eyes installed in the back of your head, I'm definitely going to be the first one in line. He stuck out his foot, put a hand on my back, and pushed. I went down hard, along with all my stuff. "Hey, careful," Miller said. "You might trip and fall." "Yeah," I said. "You're a real baby Einstein." "Yeah, right, I know," he said, like he thought I was serious. "You ready for the meeting?" "What meeting?" "My fist meeting your face," he said and pointed outside. "Come on, once and for all, dirtbag." I was getting tired of this. I mean, way past tired. Maybe dangerously past it. "Listen, Miller," I said. "I already told you I'm not trying to prove anything, and even if I was before, I'm done, okay? So just back off." But he wasn't even listening anymore. "What's this?" He bent down and picked up something off the floor. It was my Operation Rafe notebook. I hadn't even realized it had come out of my backpack until then. "It's nothing," I said. "Give it back." Miller already had it open to the first page. "Operation Rafe?" he said. "What are you, 6 years old?" "I told you it's nothing," I said. I reached, but he pulled away. "Well, if it's nothing, why do you look like you're gonna wet your pants?" Miller said. I couldn't believe this was happening. This was supposed to be normal, day one. And all of a sudden it was more like Worst Nightmare, Part 13. Miller was flipping through the pages, looking at everything I'd written and smiling like he'd just found a box of money. And that's when I saw it happen. Miller, the killer, had just gotten himself an idea. You could see it on his face. It was like watching a caveman stand up on his own 2 feet for the first time. "Oh, here you go," he said. He ripped the cover right off the notebook and handed it to me. "That much is free. The rest is $1. What was I going to do? I mean, take him down with paper cuts? "Fine," I said, and took one of the $2 out of my pocket. "Here, now give it to me." But all he did was tear off the first page and hand it over. "What?" he said. "You thought it was $1 for the whole thing?" "What do you think I am, some kind of idiot?" Attention, attention, do not answer that question. I repeat, do not answer that question." "Come on, Miller," I said, not answering the question. "Come on, Miller," he said in this little squeaky voice, like that's how I sounded. "Hey, I don't have the money for all that," I told him. I'd practically filled up the notebook, and there were something like 70 pages in there. Miller just shrugged, folded it in half, and shoved it under his arm. "You can take your time," he said, walking away. $1 a page, Cacciadorian. Well, unless the price goes up, which it might." I kind of felt like it already had. So much for normal. Chapter 36, What Now? So it looks like he's got a plan on how to capture Miller. It's quite intricate. It even involves a hamster. Well, this happens and poof, cage over Miller. I spent the whole afternoon trying to come up with some kind of plan for how I was going to deal with Miller. Plan B, the Rafe locator. So it makes a whole bunch of Rafes and then they could attack him and maybe actually take him down. Looks like it. Plan C. Plan C looks like, hey, he's going to lure him in with some Zoom and then pull the cord and then the box will go after him. Go on top of him, I mean. Oh, free snacks. Not even Zoom. Oh, there's Zoom cans too. Oh, plan D. Hypnotize him. You are getting very sleepy. Ugh. These are all of his plans he's coming up with. All of my ideas were great, except for the part about them being totally impossible. And letting Miller keep the notebook just wasn't an option. I mean, if Mom acted the way she did about what happened on Halloween, what would she do if she found out about the whole Operation Rafe thing? Antarctic School for Boys. Yeah, I had to face the facts. Miller had me, and I was going to spend the rest of 6th grade buying back that stupid notebook, 1 page at a time. That meant I needed to start making some money right away. As far as I knew, there was only one way to do that, and I was sitting in brightly colored cans out in the garage. Yes, Leo said as soon as I thought of it. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, you're back, I said. Never left, he said. I was just waiting around for something interesting to happen. Oh, and by the way, you tanked your second life when Miller got the notebook away from you. Only 1 life left, and you're going to have to be careful. Well, I don't care about that right now, I said. I just want the notebook. Well, then, what are you waiting for? Let's go. Okay, I said, and headed out towards the garage. But I'm only selling the soda, I told Leo. I'm not getting back in the game. Yeah, we'll see, Leo said. Chapter 37, Busted. So there I was, minding my own business and stealing a few 6-packs of Zoom out of the garage when guess who came walking up on her silent little feet to spy on me? What are you doing? Georgia asked. You're not supposed to be out here. Are you taking that? Why are you taking that? Close the door, I told her. I knew that would be faster than trying to get her to go away. Bear's going to kill you, she said. Well, not if he doesn't find out. I put another 6 cans in my backpack and then stepped up real close so I was looking straight down at her. Understood? She tried to look past me. Well, why do you need so much? She said. Well, why are you on his side? I asked. I'm not, she said right away. I knew that would get her. She hates Bear as much as I do. Listen, I told her. Every time I take some of this, I'll take one for you too. And we can drink it when Bear's asleep and Mom's not around. She looked first at me and then at the cases of Zoom under the workbench and then back at me. You've done this before, haven't you? She said. Do you want it or not? I said, holding up the can. The thing is, Georgia likes soda even more than secrets, and Mom hardly ever lets us drink it. Well, what if we get caught? She said. Oh, we won't, I told her. Not if we keep our mouths shut and don't say anything. Okay. Ever, I said. Okay, she promised, looking at the can instead of me. I took her by the shoulders and made her sit down on an old milk crate. For Mom's sake, I said. Swear? I swear, she insisted. I triple swear. That was only a double, but I let her get away with it. Even with all that promising, there was no guarantee. Not with Georgia. But it was too late now. She'd already busted me, and this was my best shot at keeping her quiet. I was just going to have to take my chances. So there's Georgia. You think she'll keep her mouth shut? Will she blab? Will she sing like a bird? Will she get laryngitis? He's taking his chances. His toes are crossed. This guy's looking at a magic 8 ball saying, outlook is not so good.